I've spent a good amount of money on eBay the past couple months. I have about 20 unopened packages. They are all computer parts, so let's open them up, test them out, and I guess the real question, is buying computer parts on eBay worth it? Well, watch to the end. Let's see how many parts are broken, or if I get lucky and everything works. First thing I'm seeing is a ton of bent pins. I don't really have any clue what packages contain what parts, so I just separated them into piles, and I'm going to take this one. So let's open our first 5 packages. This video is sponsored by Super CDK. If you've built a gaming PC before, you've probably seen that watermark that's telling you to activate Windows. Or if you flip computers for profit, then you need to activate those builds as well. Instead of overpaying for a retail key, visit Super CDK down below. They have Windows 10 keys for as low as $17 and Windows 11 keys for as low as $22 when you apply the discount code SPLA. Whatever Windows version you end up going with, the discount code will save you at least $5. Once you get the key, activating it is super easy. You just copy and paste it into your window activation settings, click activate, and bam, you got rid of that watermark. Thank you, Super CDK, and be sure to check out their links in the description. Alrighty, as I open up these packages, I will display each eBay screenshot so you have proof that I got it for the price that I actually say. Oh, it got a sticker and I cut it right in half. I really wonder what this sticker was. Looks like some QR code. Oh well. Okay, sweet. Looks like we got a kit of RAM and some sandwich bags. So it looks like this is a Crucial Ballistic kit, 2x8 gigabytes, clocked at 3200 megahertz. They're kind of dirty, so I hope they work. All right, second package. We got a box. Okay, looks like we got some more RAM. It came in a 32 gigabyte box, but I rarely buy 32 gigabyte kits. Looks like it's 2x16, clocked at 3200 megahertz. So yeah, 16 gigs of DDR4. These ones look pretty clean. All right, let's do this other little package. Bruh, that's literally just paper and tape. I mean, it works. Oh, looks like we got a CPU. Let's hope that was enough packaging for this CPU. Oh, we got a Ryzen 5 3600. Quick inspect on the pins. They look to be good. I haven't taken it out of the clamshell yet, but we'll get this tested. All right, fourth package out of the first 5 that we grabbed. Just gonna cut it right open. Okay, this is another CPU. Yeah, I actually remember buying this. This is a Ryzen 7 3800X. I don't know why it's not right there. Let's hope it's not just flying around loose in the box. Thermal paste everywhere. Oh my goodness, the CPU is just freaking right there. Okay, and we got the AMD little RGB cooler as well. Here's what the CPU shipped in. It's like falling apart. Oh, I almost dropped it. First thing I'm seeing is a ton of bent pins. At least like 10, bruv. Good news though, it doesn't appear that any of the pins are missing. As long as the CPU is not dead, I have a good feeling I can get this working. I wasn't expecting that. Let's go ahead and open this up. Looks like we got a power supply. All right, this is just a Rosewell 650 watt 80 plus bronze unit. Little basic power supply, I'm pretty sure is around like $20. Okay, I have this random test bench here with the CPU that I know works, and I know the motherboard works, and the first things I'm gonna test are just the RAM kits. Oh, and I'll be using the Rosewell power supply to power this test bench. Let's go, this Crucial Ballistic kit works. Now to test the Corsair kit. Hey, let's go baby, this Corsair kit works as well. Okay, now to test the Ryzen 5 3600. I have this B450 motherboard right here. And on another note, I just got the power supply on a power supply tester to check the voltages, and everything is looking good. Oh no. Maybe this Ryzen 5 has bent pins too. Yep, has them right here on the freaking corner. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's like right over here. There's like 2 bent pins. Well, this video is off to a great start. Got a Ryzen 7 with bent pins and Ryzen 5 with bent pins. I guess I'll tell you what I do in this situation. I take pictures of all the pins before I start messing with it. I message the seller on eBay and I try to get a partial refund. So yeah, I'm gonna do that with this Ryzen 5. And that Ryzen 7, quick interruption. I won't be doing that with the Ryzen 7 because that one was absolutely my fault. So when I purchased it, it was listed at a pretty great price, buy it now. So that's what I did. And it wasn't listed as parts or anything like that. And it didn't say like check the description in the title. So I just bought it. Well, after discovering it had bent pins, I checked the description and in really small print, the seller said has bent pins. Kind of a dick move by the seller, but oh well. But in the meantime, let's open up 5 other packages and you'll have to stay till the end of the video to see if these CPUs end up working or not. Alrighty, we got our second round of packages. Let's go ahead and start with these little ones right here. Oh yeah, I love this packaging. Looks like we got another little CPU. Most of the times I buy Ryzen CPUs. By the looks of it, this will probably have bent pins. Like he tightly wrapped it with bubble wrap and tape, bro, all across the pins. Oh my goodness, dude. All right, so we got a Ryzen 7 2700X. Inspecting the pins. Honestly, I don't think there's any bent pins. There's definitely stuff from the bubble wrap all inside the pins, but none of them look bent. Next little package, we got more cardboard. What is this, another CPU? Feels like it. Jeez, how many CPUs did I buy? Oh my, bro. This is just thrown in there too? Okay, this is a Ryzen 5 2600. Inspecting the pins on this one. And we're looking good, it's looking good. Third little package, then we'll get to the boxes. We got some RAM. Here we go, another Corsair Vengeance kit. Looks like these are 2 by 8 gigabytes, clocked at 3200 megahertz. All right, now for the boxes. These should be some exciting parts. Well, this looks like a graphics card. Sure is, baby. Got a GTX 1070 from EVGA. For a 1070, this thing is pretty thick and hefty, man. It requires 2 8-pins, but looks pretty clean. Not a whole ton of dust. Jeez, these EVGA cards are super freaking clean, man. Look at that. All right, another box. Let's see what we got. We got some paper. Is this a motherboard? It is a motherboard. And we got the little IO shield back here. I'm honestly not a big fan when people tape these like static bags. It's just like makes it impossible, bro, to open it up. Like, look at that. How to tear it open. This is an Intel board and the pins weren't protected, but they do look to be in good condition. And as I said, I mainly buy Ryzen CPUs, so why did I buy an Intel motherboard? Well, I have a 10th gen Intel i5 that I got for like 20 bucks and I need to use it. Overall, this board looks good. Looks super clean. We have the M.2 screw. We got the awesome IO shield and I just hope it works. First thing I'm testing is this B460 motherboard. I'm installing that i5 10400. I'm also going to be testing out this Corsair kit of RAM that we just got as well. And might as well test out this 1070. Knock out 3 parts with 1 little test bench. Well, that 1070 looks sick, but we're only getting a red flashing light on the motherboard. So now I'm using the test bench that I use on the first 5 deals. I'm just wanting to test the RAM and the GPU just to see if those are either working or if those are dead. Hey, let's go. So the 1070 and the RAM kit works. All right, round 2 for this i5. I got a stock cooler on here just so we prevent it from overheating. I also reset the CMOS just so it can recognize the kit of RAM. And since we know this RAM kit works, I'm only gonna try to boot with 1 stick just to make it easier on the system. And I'm using a GPU that doesn't require any external power from the power supply. Can't really see because of the glare, but the motherboard is working and that i5 is working, which is great because when I bought it, I never even had a motherboard, so it's never been tested. I've had it for probably like 4 months. But let's not get too excited. These AMD CPUs could be broken. Our moment of truth, I have the Ryzen 7 2700X in my hand. Let's see if it fits in the socket. Hey, let's go, baby. All right, what about this Ryzen 5 2600 now? Hey, no bent pins. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised, especially how these CPUs were packaged. So both of those CPUs work, which is great, especially after the incident with those first 2 CPUs. It's nice to get parts that are actually working. Anyways, let's open up 5 more packages, and this bottom one here is honestly kind of heavy. Let's actually start with this heavier package, and as I was taping up like my address and everything, I remember it saying it was like 9 pounds. Oh, I'm seeing some power supply cables. Okay, I actually do remember buying these. This should be 2 power supplies. They were both fully modular? Wow, I do not remember this. Okay, I actually do remember buying these. But if I do remember correctly, this deal was around $60. This one's a 650 GA Supernova 80 plus gold, fully modular like I said. This one should be a very similar model. Basically same model but 550 watts. And it appears that we got all the cables. That's awesome because I've been needing power supplies. And I guess right now we'll just do this little one. No more big packages, at least with these ones. There's some big ones in the last little pile. Awesome packaging. I replaced the blade on my box cutter and now I can just like slice the boxes, which is awesome. Okay, an AMD cooler. This is probably another CPU. There it is. Bro, don't tell me it's stuck to the stock cooler. Bro, it freaking is. Oh my gosh. This guy. No way. Yeah, that's stuck. All right, I'll have to heat that up with a heat gun. Yeah, I don't know what CPU this is, but hopefully it works. And what could this be? Another CPU. Bro, what? Dude, what is this No. Bro, I'm freaking dead. Oh my goodness. What the hell? What the hell? Oh. Alright guys, we got a Ryzen 7 2700. Hey, at least we know the pins aren't bent. It's still in the freaking, oh my god, it's still in the motherboard, guys. Yo, look at my new motherboard. All right, anyways, that probably works, but I can't test it on this little thing here. All right, next package, let's see what we got. Paper towels, nice packaging. A1, let's get it. Ah, I love eBay. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is a CPU. Why did I buy so many CPUs? What in tarnation? Currently have this song in the AirPods right now. All right, no protection on this CPU other than a plastic, not a rubber. Got a Ryzen 5 3600. Pins look to be good. And if I did my job correctly, this should have been under $60. Hopefully it works. Last package in this little haul. Oh look, some normal packaging, baby. Let's go. Another Corsair kit of RAM. Yet again, another 2x8 gigabytes, clocked at 3200 megahertz. Both the sticks are matching. I've been getting a lot of these Vengeance kits, which is good, because you can never have enough RAM. All right, let's test these parts out. First, I'm gonna test out this little Ryzen 7. This is honestly really cool. I'm keeping this for sure. But first I'm gonna shower because low-key I'm kind of crusty. I haven't showered today. I've been working. Don't know why I need to share that, but oh well, that's what we're doing. I'm back, not as crusty now, and I got some good news. The Ryzen 7 2700 is working, as well as that Corsair Vengeance 16 gigabyte kit of RAM. Now I'm going to test that Ryzen 5 2600. Oh no, now it's not going in the socket. And sorry, it's a Ryzen 5 3600. And if you look on the back, it actually does have one bent pin. Somehow it got one. It's like right down here. Probably won't be able to see it. It's actually right down there. You can see how the light hits it. There's one bent pin. I've been using like these little tweezers, and that's how I've been straightening out the pins. I just kind of grab it and then slowly pull it to straighten it out. Let's see if that did the trick. There we go, baby, it works. Okay, now for these power supplies. Okay, for my power supplies, I use a pretty basic power supply tester. I'll have it linked down below, but all it does is basically check the voltages and make sure everything's in like a safe operating range. And also all the cables are here except one Molex cable, but hey, it's Molex, so I don't care. Okay, so both of the power supplies are displaying the same voltages and they both have this PG. It's flashing 70 ms. PG stands for power signal and the normal range is 100 to 500. Now, honestly, I'm not sure if this means it's bad, but all the other voltages are good. So I'm not sure what that means. If any of you guys actually know more about this, let me know down below in the comments if these power supplies are bad or if I can use them. I've never claimed to be the most knowledgeable, so if you can help me out, then go ahead and help me out, because I actually have another power supply that has this same issue that I haven't been using because I'm just not sure if it's safe. Now I'm just using this little heat gun and let's get the CPU off. Now to slowly pry up with the flathead. Oh, there we go. Popped right off. After wiping it off, it appears to be a Ryzen 5 2600. Hey, let's go. It went into the socket first try. Oh, it's working. But we're not out of the blue yet. We still have 5 more packages to open and test out. And we still have this Ryzen 7 3800X. And I was trying to straighten it out yesterday. And, well, I'm trying to straighten the pins out on this Ryzen 7. And one just freaking snapped off. But I did buy a little magnifying glass, so hopefully we can fix it with that. But you'll have to watch till the end. I actually don't know if I was able to fix it. I'm switching the angle up for these last few packages. And actually, instead of 5, I'm throwing in a little bonus one. It just got delivered yesterday. It's a tiny little package, probably another CPU. We'll go ahead and start with this one right here. I'm hoping we get away from the CPUs. Oh, this is looking like a graphics card. Yep, we got a GTX 1080 Founders Edition. If I remember correctly, this was honestly a really good deal. It is a little bit dusty. I'm not sure if this angle is good enough to pick it up. You can see some dust right in here as well. But as long as it works, I'll be happy. The A+ packaging to the seller. Probably the best packaging out of this whole video. Now we'll do the second smallest one. Wow, some good packaging again. Just some RAM. It's in a Corsair box, but it's a T-Force kit, 2x8 gigabytes, clocked at 3200 megahertz, just like all the other RAM kits I bought. And this should have been right around the same price as all the other RAM kits as well. They look almost brand new, honestly. Okay, now the smallest package. Oh, it's not a CPU. It's a little NVMe SSD. This just looks like an OEM SSD. If I remember correctly though, it was a Samsung model. Oh yep, it says right here, Samsung Electronics. It's a OEM model, but a PM981. That's the actual model number. Okay, now we have 3 packages left and they're all big boxes, so no more CPUs. Hopefully we get some exciting parts. Is this another power supply? It sure is. We got an EVGA 500 watt. It is an older model of their 500 watt 80+ bronze unit, but hey, EVGA makes really pretty good power supplies, and this was probably around $25. Ooh, nice cuts. We got another power supply. This one is another EVGA 500 watt 80+ bronze unit, except this one has all black cables. Not bad. All right, last package, baby. That seemed kind of quick for 6, but let's see what we got. This has a unique smell coming from it. You know, like when you visit someone's house and their house has like a, you know, a smell, not like a bad smell or anything, but it's like, oh yeah, this is their house. Yeah, this smells like someone's house. All right, good to see lots of bubble wrap. Looks like another graphics card. It's an Asus one. Oh, now it smells like old ladies. Okay, it's an RTX card. I do remember buying an Asus 3070. Oh, that's what this is. It's an Asus Turbo RTX 3070. It is a blower fan little model, but that shouldn't be too bad. Looks to be in good condition. All right, let's test these parts out. Okay, starting with the power supplies, I have the 500 watt with the all black cables. Turning it on now. All right, here we go. Voltages seem to be good. Come on, focus. And unlike those other EVGA power supplies, these ones have a PG of 390 ms, which is milliseconds. It isn't a power supply tester issue. I know it's a power supply issue. Not sure if it is an actual issue though. And the 500 watt with the ketchup and mustard cables is also working good. Okay, now I'm going to test the RAM kit and the SSD. And all I'm looking for from this SSD is just to see it pop up in the BIOS. So the RAM seems to be working, but it didn't boot to the BIOS. It just says reboot and select proper boot device. So I think that SSD is working as well. But I'm gonna hook up a keyboard and try to get into the BIOS to check. Okay, sorry for the glare, but you can see there's all 16 gigabytes detected, and our little Samsung SSD is here as well. Looks like there might be something on it, so when I use it, I'll freshly wipe it. And also, since this SSD is used, when I eventually get it in a build, before I sell it, I will run a health check on it using Crystal Disk Info, and that will tell me if it's bad or how good the health is on it. GPU time, baby. Let's go ahead and start with the GTX 1080. Hey, the 1080 is working. Now, let's test out this 3070. And I hope this is working because this was the most expensive part in this whole video. Hey, we're golden, let's go. But now the question you probably all have in your heads, does this 3800X work? Well, honestly, I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting on my magnifying glass, honestly. It hasn't gotten here yet. So yeah, I'll see you when I hopefully fix it. Finally got the little magnifying glass tool. It's pretty cool, it has a desk clamp and it has a light. I'm hoping the camera can pick this up, but now you can really see like how many bent pins there actually is. I don't know if that's a better view for you guys. In the beginning of the video, I said there was probably at least 10 bent pins. Well, now that I can actually see them all, there was probably at least 20. Well, I'm gonna bend these back and I'll come back with an update. So I'm back and the CPU is actually in the socket. I've been trying forever and ever, bending a few pins back and then seeing if it will fit. I wasn't recording because I just didn't think it was gonna go in that time, but it did, and I don't know, I didn't want to fake a reaction. But unfortunately, another pin snapped off. It's honestly not looking good for this CPU. I got it on an actual motherboard now. Got one stick of RAM, got a graphics card plugged into the monitor, power supply all hooked up, press the power button. Okay, fans are spinning. Come on, baby, please work. I can tell it's trying to recognize something because the fans keep spinning and then stopping. No way, is it about to post? No. And it's missing 2 pins, oh my. No way. Okay, so it is missing 2 pins. Before I sell it, I'll get it in the gaming PC, test the stability, test everything. Because if you don't know, Ryzen, they have a lot of pins, and some of them, they don't even do anything, honestly. So I don't know, as you can see, it's working right now. But also, if you remember, within the first deals, we had a Ryzen 5 3600, and this also has bent pins. I haven't touched this though, because when I messaged the seller, he said I could return it. Honestly, I'm just gonna accept his return if he does let me return it. It just won't be worth it if I accidentally break a pin and then the CPU is just dead. If I can get my money back, then I'm just gonna go that route. But I am beyond happy with this 3800X. It was a great deal, and it works. Yeah, this is gonna make me some nice profit once I get it in a build. So in the beginning of the video, I asked a question. Is buying computer parts on eBay worth it? Well, the mess isn't, that's for sure. But overall, I would say yes, it's worth it. I'll have the whole parts haul up on the screen. You can go ahead and pause it, read through it, and then let me know if you think it's worth it or not. I think if you're going to be flipping PCs, then eBay is definitely a resource you should use. Now, sure, you might get some bad parts here and there, and maybe some crazy packaging, but I find it fun to find the deals and buy them before anyone else, and I find it's really nice, especially when my local market is dead and there's no deals at all. Anyways, leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and if you made it this far, consider dropping a like so others can find this video. And if you like used PC content, then subscribe to the channel because I love building budget computers and I also flip them for profit. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.